Yeah, come on England. Great first half, that. Cracking first half.
Ferocious, savage on occasions. You just can't take your eye.
What's that now? Try to watch the bleeding rugby. Oh, hi. I didn't realise you were coming now. I was just watching the rugby. You must be here to record the Licence to Manage video, I guess. Okay, well, look, I was just about to cook my tea, but come on in and we'll, I don't know, we'll just get going, I guess. So, hi, welcome to my Licence to Manage video. As I just said, I was just about to cook my tea. Lucy doesn't do much cooking, so I tend to do it. So tonight we're going to be feasting on dippy egg and soldiers. So I'll just start that, and then as the video is supposed to be 5 minutes, which is the perfect amount of time for just the right runny egg, I'll record the video and tell you what I've learned on Licence to Manage. So just get my eggs. So just pop the egg on, and then we'll get going with the video. Well, the first thing I wanted to say, obviously, is sorry for not being there today. I did genuinely want to be there in a room full of people from the Manchester and London cohort and various senior figures from the firm, talking to you all about my experiences. That doesn't sound frightening at all. But I do have a genuine reason for not being there today. I've got a meeting in the London office that unfortunately I couldn't get round, so whilst I did try and make sure that I avoided today at all costs, David suggested that I do a video instead. So that's why I'm doing the video, but I do want to, as I say, apologise to my Manchester cohort, the London cohort, David and Katie, and also Graham, Jyoti, Lisa, Chris and Kirsten, who are all going to be there today. So as I say, apologies that I can't be there. To try and make it fair on my colleagues who are doing their presentation today, I am going to do this in one complete take. So I don't get the unfair advantage of various cuts. I'm going to do one take and one take only. Okay. So the first point, the first place to start is obviously where was I and where was the team before I started Licence to Manage. And the short answer to that is I was an informal manager or supervisor to junior members in the team, but it was only in October last year where I was asked to be both a trainee supervisor and officially a line manager to somebody else in the team. So I'd say before that I was always seen as somebody that people could go to, ask questions, and certainly junior members did, but it never came with sort of the official tag or the official concern for me of what that looked like in terms of me being a manager. I was just happy to sort of help out in the team. So as of October, there became something of a sort of a name attached to it, and it was then from that point on where I needed to think about what do I need to do to be a manager. What does it look like? What does it sound like? So the course, which sort of started in around that time, came at a very good time for me, and also the team, because the team itself was going through a bit of a change. We'd had some senior people who were people partners and line managers in the team. They had all left, so sort of felt that at that moment in time sort of everything came together quite well in terms of me starting this course and trying to learn, formally as it were, what's required of me and what it takes to be a good manager. So now very quickly going to talk about what I learned and what I did on the Licence to Manage course. I mean, I can't cover 3 days worth of coaching that I had with David and Kate in this presentation, so I'll just talk you through some of the things that stood out or resonated, or certainly when I was learning them I could see how they'd already been applied or not applied in my own life at DWF. So I think first of all was the learning about the management styles, so the directive and the supportive management styles. And it was interesting to sort of learn about how people with some competence but low commitment and willingness will need a more coaching style of management, which I guess you might see as obvious, but again, that's not something you see all the time in the office, as opposed to those that are highly competent, highly willing and committed members of the team. They understandably need a far less hands-on or coaching approach. Instead, what they look for from a manager is more delegation, more people delegating, whether it be work or even management, onto those people. So it was interesting to, as I say, learn about those different management styles and how they've been applied in my career to date. The other interesting aspect was the different behaviour that you can have within a team, and the different communication that comes with that behaviour. So there was the aggressive behaviour, submissive and assertive behaviour, and how obviously being submissive or aggressive probably are the two wrong ends of the scale. And it's all about, trying to be a good leader and a good manager, you need to show more assertiveness. For example, owning a statement or an idea. So instead of being a colleague and I have come up with this idea, or the team think that we should do this. Instead, if it's your idea, try and own that idea. So it's my idea to do this. It's my idea to do that. It's difficult to do for the first time, but once you develop that communication style, you do then earn some more respect from the team, and you grow as a manager in the team. Finally, something that we learned, I think it was on module 2 with Kate when I was in Liverpool, was about the Boost feedback framework, which actually came at a very, very timely point for me, because I was at that point giving feedback to members of the team. So it was very good to learn about the let's say it's called the Boost framework, which was to give balanced, observed, objective, specific and timely feedback. I can't go through what all of that is, but it was interesting to go through that, because I could really apply how there have been times when I've had feedback and I haven't had specific feedback. So I've just been told, generally, Daniel, you don't do this, or you do that sometimes, and you don't get the specific occasion when it happened, or told what the issue was. So your reaction to that is to, if you receive that feedback, is to be is to not accept it. Whereas if you are given specific objective feedback that is given at the time or close after the time that the feedback should have been given, then that person is more likely to be responsive and accepting of it. So it's very interesting to have that, and to talk about our experiences in the team that we've had, both giving and receiving good and bad feedback. I think finally I was supposed to think about what's changed and what results I've had since being on the course. And I think I said at the start that I've been a manager in the team for quite some time, but now it's I've got an official title in terms of being a line manager and a trainee supervisor, and that all came round sort of at the same time that this programme started. So the one sort of lucky thing I've had in that respect is, whilst I've been had this expectation now to start directly managing people, whilst I've spent time with David and Kate on the course, I've been able to observe and obviously as best I can apply some of the teachings without making it look too contrived or too forced. I'm going to give you some Boost feedback. Come into a room, please. So there's been none of that, as it were, but there has, and certainly the one thing that I have seen, and the one thing that I'll take away in the immediate term, is this point about learning the different management styles for different people, because that's something which I think I've seen happen both very well and very bad in our team. Because one style doesn't fit all, and and that's something which I think probably sounds obvious, but people see it too often around, not just DWF, but people see that a lot. So the one thing that I think I've seen change, and one of the results that I think I'm going to try and sort of bring to the table, as it were, is that my management style will hopefully be something that'll be adaptive to the people that I'm having to work with. And if I ever forget or I need to flick back through my notes, because there was a lot that we learned on the course, I've always got my trusty handbook to help me with that along the way. Okay, thanks for watching my presentation on License to Manage. Hope you enjoyed it. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to David and Kate for putting on the course. It's been really enjoyable along the way, and I know people in my cohort in Manchester had fun whilst doing the course as well. I wanted to wish good luck to everyone else that's getting on with their presentations this morning as well. Hope they go well. There isn't, unfortunately, a nice, delicious dippy egg video to show you at the end, because this video did take well over 5 minutes to make in the end. So instead, I've got a nice hard-boiled egg for breakfast in the morning. So yeah, good luck to everybody else, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye. Okay, you can stop the recording now.
Alright, okay, I've done it. You do know that Wales beat England in the rugby, don't you?
Oh, Wales beat England. Right, crap. Well, look, we're both called Williams, so we'll just tell everybody that we're Welsh.